89. 5 West 3,907,065 929 4,205.67. 6 Miller 1,924,364 2,168.90. All 16,024,894 3,527 4,543.49. Ethnicity. The oldest portions of modern Karachi reflect the ethnic composition of the first settlement, with Balokis and Sindhis continuing to make up a large portion of the Liai neighborhood, though many of the residents are relatively recent migrants. Following partition, large numbers of Hindus left Pakistan for the newly independent Dominion of India, later the Republic of India, while a larger percentage of Muslim migrant and refugees from India settled in Karachi. The city grew 150% during the 10-year period between 1941 and 1951 with the new arrivals from India, who made up 57% of Karachi's population in 1951. The city is now considered a melting pot of Pakistan and is the country's most diverse city. Karachi is the largest Bengali-speaking city outside Bengal region. In 2011, an estimated 2.5 million foreign migrants lived in the city, mostly from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and Sri Lanka. Much of Karachi's citizenry descend from Urdu-speaking migrants and refugees from North India who became known by the Arabic term for migrant, muhajir. The first muhajirs of Karachi arrived in 1946 in the aftermath of the Great Calcutta killings and subsequent 1946 Bihar riots. The city's wealthy Hindus opposed the resettlement of refugees near their homes, and so many refugees were accommodated in the older and more congested parts of Karachi. The city witnessed a large influx of muhajirs following partition, who were drawn to the port city and newly designated federal capital for its white-collar job opportunities. Muhajirs continued to migrate to Pakistan throughout the 1950s and early 1960s, with Karachi remaining the primary destination of Indian Muslim migrants throughout those decades. The Muhajir Urdu-speaking community in the 2017 census forms slightly less than 45% of the city's population. Muhajirs form the bulk of Karachi's middle class. Karachi is home to a wide array of non-Urdu speaking Muslim peoples from what is now the Republic of India. The city has a sizable community of Gujarati, Marathi, Konkani speaking refugees. Karachi is also home to a several thousand member strong community of Malabari Muslims from Kerala in South India. These ethno-linguistic groups are being assimilated in the Urdu-speaking community. During the period of rapid economic growth in the 1960s, large numbers Pashtuns from the NWFP migrated to Karachi with Afghan Pashtun refugees settling in Karachi during the 80s. Karachi is home to the world's largest urban Pashtun population, with more Pashtun citizens than the Peshawar. Pashtuns from Afghanistan are regarded as the most conservative community. Pashtuns from Pakistan's Swat Valley, in contrast, are generally seen as more liberal in social outlook. The Pashtun community forms the bulk of manual laborers and transporters. Anatole Levin of Georgetown University in Qatar wrote that due to Pashtuns settling the city, Karachi, not Kabul, Kandahar or Peshawar, is the largest Pashtun city in the world. Migrants from Punjab began settling in Karachi in large numbers in the 1960s, and now make up an estimated 14% of Karachi's population. The community forms the bulk of the city's police force. The bulk of Karachi's Christian community, which makes up 2.5% of the city's population, is Punjabi. Despite being the capital of Sindh province, only 6–8% of the city is Sindhi. Sindhis form much of the municipal and provincial bureaucracy. 4% of Karachi's population speaks Balochi as its mother tongue, though most Baloch speakers are of Shidi heritage, a community that traces its roots to Africa. Following the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971 and independence of Bangladesh, thousands of Urdu-speaking Biharis arrived in the city, preferring to remain Pakistani rather than live in the newly independent country. Large numbers of Bengalis also migrated from Bangladesh to Karachi during periods of economic growth in the 1980s and 1990s. Karachi is now home to an estimated 2.5 to 3 million ethnic Bengalis living in Pakistan. Rohingya refugees from Myanmar, who speak a dialect of Bengali and are sometimes regarded as Bengalis, also live in the city. Karachi is home to an estimated 400,000 Rohingya residents. Large-scale Rohingya migration to Karachi made Karachi one of the largest population centers of Rohingyas in the world outside of Myanmar. Central Asian migrants from Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan have also settled in the city. Domestic workers from the Philippines are employed in Karachi's posh locales, while many of the city's teachers hail from Sri Lanka. Many Sri Lankans moved to Karachi due to the 2022 economic crisis in Sri Lanka. Expatriates from China began migrating to Karachi in the 1940s, to work as dentists, chefs and shoemakers, while many of their descendants continue to live in Pakistan. Chinese also reached Karachi after 2015 in large number due to the KPIC project. The city is also home to a small number of British and American expatriates. During World War II, about 3,000 Polish refugees from the Soviet Union, with some Polish families who chose to remain in the city after partition. Post-partition Karachi also once had a sizable refugee community from post-revolutionary Iran. Religion. Karachi is a religiously homogeneous city with more than 96% of its population adhering to Islam. Karachiites adhere to numerous sects and subsects of Islam, as well as Protestant Christianity, and community of Goan Catholics. The city also is home to large numbers of Hindus, and a small community of Zoroastrians and Parsis. According to Nicola Khan, Karachi is also the world's largest Muslim city. Prior to Pakistan's independence in 1947, the religious demographics of the city was estimated to be 51.1% Hindu, 42.3% Muslim, with the remaining 7% primarily Christians, both British and native, Sikhs, Jains, with a small number of Jews. Following the independence of Pakistan, the vast majority of Karachi's Sindhi Hindu population left for India, while Muslim refugees from India, in turn, settled in the city. This mass migration dramatically changed the religious demographics of the city. Islam. Main article, Islam in Karachi. Karachi is overwhelmingly Muslim, though the city is one of Pakistan's most secular cities. Approximately 85% of Karachi's Muslims are Sunnis, while 15% are Shiites. Sunnis primarily follow the Hanafi school of jurisprudence, with Sufism influencing religious practices by encouraging reverence for Sufi saints such as Abdullah Shah Ghazi and Muir Shah. Shiites are predominantly Twelver, with a significant Ismaili minority which is further subdivided into Nizaris, Mustalis, Dawudi Bohras, and Sulaymanis. There are over 3,000 mosques in Karachi, most famous of which include Grand Jamia Mosque, Baitul Mukarram Mosque, Masjid-e-Tuba and Memon Masjid. Christianity. Approximately 2.5% of Karachi's population is Christian. The city's Christian community is primarily composed of Punjabi Christians and a community of Goan Catholics who are typically better educated and more affluent than their Punjabi co-religionists. They established the posh Cincinnatus town in Garden East as a Goan enclave. The Goan community dates from 1820 and has a population estimated to be 12,000-15,000 strong. Karachi is served by its own archdiocese, the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Karachi. Hinduism. While most of the city's Hindu population left en masse for India following Pakistan's independence, Karachi still has a large Hindu community with an estimated population of 250,000 based on 2013 data, with several active temples in central Karachi. The Hindu community is split into a more affluent Sindhi Hindu and small Punjabi Hindu group that forms part of Karachi's educated middle class, while poorer Hindus of Rajasthani and Marwari descent form the other part and typically serve as menial and day labourers. Wealthier Hindus live primarily in Clifton and Sadar, while poorer ones live and have temples in Narayanpura and Lyali. Many streets in central Karachi still retain Hindu names, especially in Mithada, Aramba, formerly Ramba, and Ramswamy. Many mandirs exist in Sadar which are over 100 years old. Zoroastrianism. Karachi's affluent and influential Parsis have lived in the region in the 12th century, though the modern community dates from the mid-19th century when they served as military contractors and commissariat agents to the British. Further waves of Parsi immigrants from Persia settled in the city in the late 19th century. The population of Parsis in Karachi and throughout South Asia is in continuous decline due to low birth rates and migration to Western countries. In 2019, according to Framji Mainwala, approximately 1,092 Parsis are left in Pakistan. Transportation. Main article, Transport in Karachi. Road. Main article, List of streets in Karachi. Karachi is served by a road network estimated to be approximately 15,500 kilometers, 9,600 miles, in length, serving approximately 5 million vehicles per day. Karachi is served by 6 signal-free corridors which are designed as urban express routes to permit traffic to traverse large distances without the need to stop at intersections and stoplights. The 16 kilometers, 10 mi, Karsis Road connects PAF Museum in central Karachi to site industrial area. The Rashid Minhas Road connects Surjani town with Shah Faisal town over a 20 kilometers span. The 19 kilometers, 12 mi, University Road connects Karachi's urban center to the Gulistani-Yoha suburb. The 18 kilometers, 11 mi, Shah-e Faisal connects Karachi's Sadar area to the Jinnah International Airport. The 18 kilometers, 11 mi, Shah-e Pakistan connects city center to Federal B area. The 18 kilometers, 11 mi, Shia Shah Suri Road connects the city center to Azamabad. The Lyali Expressway is a 16 kilometers controlled access highway along the Lyali River. This toll highway is designed to relieve congestion within the city. To the north of Karachi lies the 39 kilometers Karachi Northern Bypass, M10, which bypasses the city to connect the M9 motorway to the N25 National Highway. A 39 kilometers, 24 mi, Mullah Expressway is under construction along the Mullah River. It will link Karachi's DHA to Karachi's Mullah town and terminate at Kathor on the M9 motorway. Karachi is the terminus of the M9 motorway, which connects Karachi to Hyderabad. The M9 motorway is part of a larger countrywide motorways network, many of which were built through the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project. From Hyderabad, motorways provide high-speed road access to all major Pakistani cities, including Peshawar, Islamabad, Lahore, Multan and Faisalabad. Karachi is also the terminus of the N5 National Highway, which connects the city to the historic medieval capital of Sindh, Thatta. It offers further connections to northern Pakistan and the Afghan border near Torkham. The N25 National Highway connects Karachi to Quetta, the capital of Balochistan. The N10 National Highway connects Karachi to the emerging port city of Gwadar. Rail. Main articles: Karachi Circular Railway and list of railway stations in Pakistan. Karachi is linked by rail to the rest of the country by Pakistan Railways. The Karachi City Station and Karachi Cantonment Railway Station are the city's two major railway stations. The city has an international rail link, the Dar Express, which links Karachi Cantonment Station with Bhagat Ki Kothai Station in Jodhpur, India. The railway system also handles freight linking Karachi port to destinations upcountry in northern Pakistan. The city is the terminus for the main Line 1 railway, which connects Karachi to Peshawar. Pakistan's rail network, including the main Line 1 railway, is being upgraded as part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, allowing trains to depart Karachi and travel on Pakistani railways at an average speed of 160 km per hour, 100 miles per hour, versus the current average speed of 80 km per hour, 50 miles per hour. Public transport. Metrobus. Main article: Karachi Metrobus. The Pakistani government is developing the Karachi Metrobus project, which is a 6-line 150 km, 93 plus 14-mile bus rapid transit system. The Metrobus project was inaugurated by then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif on the 25th of February 2016. Sharif said the project will be more beautiful than Lahore Metro bus. Orange and green lines are operational while red line is under construction. People's Bus Service. In 2022, provincial government launched People's Bus Service having fleet size of 100 plus, which run on 12 different routes on nominal fare. The buses are air-conditioned, have Wi-Fi, have priority seating for disabled and elderly, and are wheelchair accessible. Red buses are for general public. Pink buses are for women only. White buses are environment-friendly electric buses having designated charging points. Karachi Circular Railway. Karachi Circular Railway is a partially active regional public transit system in Karachi, which serves the Karachi metropolitan area. KCR was fully operational between 1969 and 1999. Since 2001, restoration of the railway and restarting the system had been sought. In November 2020, the KCR partially revived operations. KCR was included in KPIC by Shehbaz Sharif and construction started in 2022. Existing 43 km KCR track and stations would be completely rebuilt into automated rapid transit system with electric trains. The route would not be changed, however many underpasses and bridges would be built along the route to eliminate 22 level crossings. New KCR would be similar to Lahore's Orange train. New KCR would have joint stations with Karachi Metrobus at points of intersection. Project would be operational by 2025. With its hub at Karachi City Station on II Chandragarh Road, KCR will connect the city centre with several industrial, commercial and residential districts within the city. Tramway service. A tramway service was started in 1884 in Karachi but was closed in 1975. However, The revival of tramway service is proposed by Karachi Administrator Iftikhar Ali. Turkey has offered assistance in the revival and launching modern tramway service in Karachi. Air. Karachi's Jinnah International Airport is the busiest airport of Pakistan with a total of 7.2 million passengers in 2018. The current terminal structure was built in 1992, and is divided into international and domestic sections. Karachi's airport serves as a hub for the flag carrier, Pakistan International Airlines, PIA, as well as for Air Indus, Serene Air and Air Blue. The airport offers non-stop flights to destinations throughout East Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, Central Asia, the Gulf states, Europe and North America. C. The largest shipping ports in Pakistan are the port of Karachi and the nearby Port Qasim, the former being the oldest port of Pakistan. Port Qasim is located 35 kilometers, 22 miles, east of the port of Karachi on the Indus River estuary. These ports handle 95% of Pakistan's trade cargo to and from foreign ports. These seaports have modern facilities which include bulk handling, containers and oil terminals. The ports are part of the Maritime Silk Road. Civic administration. Main articles: Politics of Karachi, List of Mayors of Karachi, List of Union Councils of Karachi, and Commissioner of Karachi. City Government. Main article: Government of Karachi. Karachi has a fragmented system of civic government. The urban area is divided into 6 district municipal corporations: Karachi East, Karachi West, Karachi Central, Karachi South, Mullah, Koranjai. Each district is further divided into between 22 and 42 union committees. Each union committee is represented by 7 elected representatives, 4 of whom can be general candidates of any background. The other 3 seats are reserved for women, religious minorities, and a union representative or peasant farmer. Karachi's urban area also includes 6 cantonments, which are administered directly by the Pakistani military, and includes some of Karachi's most desirable real estate. Key civic bodies, such as the Karachi Water and Sewerage Board and KBCA, Karachi Building Control Authority, among others, are under the direct control of the government of Sindh. Additionally, Karachi's City Planning Authority for Undeveloped Land, the Karachi Development Authority, is under control of the government, while 2 new city planning authorities, the Lai Development Authority and Mullah Development Authority, were revived by the Pakistan People's Party government in 2011 allegedly to patronize their electoral allies and voting banks. Historical background. In response to a cholera epidemic in 1846, the Karachi Conservancy Board was organized by British administrators to control its spread. The board became the Karachi Municipal Commission in 1852, and the Karachi Municipal Committee the following year. The City of Karachi Municipal Act of 1933 transformed the city administration into the Karachi Municipal Corporation with a mayor, a deputy mayor and 57 councillors. In 1976, the body became the Karachi Metropolitan Corporation. During the 1900s, Karachi saw its major beautification project under the mayoralty of Harkandre I Vishandas. New roads, parks, residential, and recreational areas were developed as part of this project. In 1948, the Federal Capital Territory of Pakistan was created, comprising approximately 2,103 kilometers, 812 square mi, of Karachi and surrounding areas, but this was merged into the province of West Pakistan in 1959. In 1960, Karachi and Lasbela district merged to create Karachi Bela division. In 1972, Lasbula district transferred to Kalat division and Karachi metropolitan area was divided into 3 districts east, west and south. In 1996, again the Karachi metropolitan area was divided into more 2 districts central and Mullah, each with its own municipal corporation. Union Councils, 2001-11. In 2001, during the rule of General Pervez Musharraf, 5 districts of Karachi were merged to form the city district of Karachi, with a 3-tier structure. The 2 most local tiers are composed of 18 towns, and 178 union councils. Each tier focused on elected councils with some common members to provide vertical linkage within the federation. Ni'matullah Khan was the first Nazim of Karachi during the Union Council period, while Shafiq Yuriman Parachar was the first District Coordination Officer of Karachi. Syed Mustafa Kamal was elected City Nazim of Karachi to succeed Ni'matullah Khan in 2005 elections, and Nazreen Jalil was elected as the City Naib Nazim. Each union council had 13 members elected from specified electorates, 4 men and 2 women elected directly by the general population, 2 men and 2 women elected by peasants and workers, 1 member for minority communities. 2 members are elected jointly as the Union Mayor, Nazim, and Deputy Union Mayor, Naib Nazim. Each council included up to 3 council secretaries and a number of other civil servants. The Union Council system was dismantled in 2011. District Municipal Corporations, 2011 present. In July 2011, City District Government of Karachi was reverted its original constituent units known as District Municipal Corporations, DMC. The 5 original DMCs are Karachi East, Karachi West, Karachi Central, Karachi South and Mullah. In November 2013, a 6th DMC, Karachi District was carved out from District East. In August 2020, signed Cabinet approves formation of the 7th District in Karachi, Kimari District. Kimari District was formed by splitting District West. The committees for each district devise and enforce land use and zoning regulations within their district. Each committee also manages water supply, sewage, and roads, except for 28 main arteries, which are managed by the Karachi Metropolitan Corporation. Street lighting, traffic planning, markets regulations, and signage are also under the control of the DMCs. Each DMC also maintains its own municipal record archive, and devises its own local budget. Municipal administration of Karachi is also run by the Karachi Metropolitan Corporation, KMC, which is responsible for the development and maintenance of main arteries, bridges, drains, several hospitals, beaches, solid waste management, as well as some parks, and the city's firefighting services. Between 2016 till 2020 the mayor of Karachi was Wasim Akhtar, 2016 to 2020, with Arshad Hassan serving as deputy mayor, both served as part of the KMC. The administrator of Karachi is Syed Saif Yuriman as of 2022. In 2023, Murtaza Wahab of PPP was elected the mayor of Karachi. The position of Commissioner of Karachi was created, with Iftikhar Ali Shalwani serving this role. There are 6 military cantonments, which are administered by the Pakistani Army, and are some of Karachi's most upscale neighborhoods. 1. Districts: Karachi East, Karachi West, Karachi South, Karachi Central, Mullah, Karachi, Kemrai. Cantonments: a Karachi Cantonment, B. Clifton Cantonment. C. Korangi Creek Cantonment. D. Faisal Cantonment. E. Miller Cantonment. F. Manor Cantonment. City Planning. The Karachi Development Authority, KDA, along with the Lai Development Authority, LDA, and Miller Development Authority, MDA, is responsible for the development of most undeveloped land around Karachi. KDA came into existence in 1957 with the task of managing land around Karachi, while the LDA and MDA were formed in 1993 and 1994, respectively. KDA under the control of